What's up, everybody? Celtic Scarecrow here, back with our video. Get those 10s and 20 views. Yes, I know I'm wearing a Pittsburgh Penguins shirt as I'm doing an NFL weekly predictions. One of these two teams has to get better. I have more faith right now in the Penguins because it's early and they're not playing bad hockey; they're just not winning. But enough of that. I always say if you are actually taking gambling advice from my predictions, that on you. I am an idiot. And that was shown by this week's or last week's prediction of 4-9. Not good, Bob. Not good. That brings me to 55-51. Now, fair warning. Next week's prediction is getting filmed pretty much right after this, so I have no idea because I'm going on vacation. Therefore, can't really make predictions on Wednesday when I'm not going to be near my computer on Wednesday. Leaving this for Haunted Forest, South Jersey. But enough of that. Let's get to this week's predictions. Starting off with tonight's game of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Buffalo Bills. So many of these games, I could literally flip a coin, and that's how I feel about them. This is one of them. And I go with the home team. When I have to flip a coin, I more or less have to go with the home team, which kind of sucks with the one game. But yeah, Buffalo. Next up, we have the Los Angeles Rams versus the Dallas Cowboys. I do not know what to think of either of these two teams. Rams look great. They look god-awful. Cowboys look great. They look god-awful. So I'm going with the team with the quarterback I trust slightly more in Stafford. So Rams. Which way I need to point for these? Yeah, I just remember backwards. Dyslexia powers actually can be beneficial. Next up, we have the Minnesota Vikings versus the Green Bay Packers. These teams are both mid to bad. You haven't said that about the Packers since like the early 90s, 80s. But like I said, coin flip game. I'm going home team. I'm going Packers. Next up, we got the Atlanta Falcons versus the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee has pretty much said that they're going to start either Malik Willis, I think is his name, or Will Levis, the Mayo Man. If you don't know why we call him the Mayo Man, I'm stealing this A from Tom Grossi. And B, he puts mayo in his coffee. Both, I feel like, are better quarterback options than Desmond Riddle. I'm going... I put Tennessee. I'm going Tennessee. Going Titans. Next up, we got the New Orleans Saints versus the Indianapolis Colts. New Orleans isn't winning this division. I was potentially completely wrong with the top of this division with the early season predictions. But Indianapolis, I still don't think are the better team. So, Saints. Next up, we got the New England Patriots versus the Miami Dolphins. Miami beats teams that are below 500, so they're winning this game. Dolphins. Because, been nice and beat the Eagles. Next up, the New Jersey Bowl. That's right, it's the New Jersey Bowl. You both play in New Jersey, so bite me. You got the New Jersey Jets versus the New York Giants. Yeah, I'm actually going Giants. The guy who's been playing quarterback, I forget who his name is. I'm actually going to click on it right now. I do not think Daniel Jones should be starting. Yeah, Tyrod Taylor. Yeah. I have Tyrod Taylor as the best quarterback on both teams as of right now, so Tyrod Taylor. Then we got the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. For the love of God, can one of these two teams decide to be good? Like, Jacksonville, you have all the weapons. You have a great quarterback. You have a decent offensive line. Why aren't you winning games? Pittsburgh, you have one of the best coaches of all time and a young, talented roster. Why aren't you winning more? But I'm going home team Pittsburgh. Then we got the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Washington Commies. Eagles. Washington doesn't look good. They usually play Philly very well, but unfortunately, I'm just going to go with Philly because Sam Howell gets hit a lot, and I think the Eagles pass rush will get there. Skip Carolina, save that for last. Then we got the Cleveland Browns versus the Seattle Seahawks. Browns are playing pretty good with PJ Walker, but I'm going Seattle. I think this you start getting to this time of year, the weather up in the Northwest, the fans, injuries for Cleveland. I'm going Seattle. They need to start turning things around there. Then we got the easy game to call, the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Denver Broncos. Casey, I just got to hope Denver keeps it close enough that Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce do what they did last week, because they got me roughly, they got me out. They are the reason why I won last week in fantasy football. And with their powers combined, they got me, let's see, 42 plus 36. Like 79 points, just the two of them, roughly 80 points. So yeah, keep that up, guys. Then we got the Battle of the Birds, the Baltimore Ravens versus the Arizona Cardinals. Ravens, Lamar Jackson had time to threw a lot, and completed his passes, showing that, hey, if you can protect me and give me weapons, I am a pocket passer. So, well done, Lamar. My only issue with Lamar is kind of the same issue I have with Young. Can you stay healthy at your frame? And we got the Cincinnati Bengals versus the San Francisco 49ers. To all those people who wanted Steve Wilks as your head coach, I would like to point out that he has lost 2 straight games to the PJ Walker led Browns and the Minnesota Vikings without Jefferson. Yeah. And he's going to lose a third week in a row because I'm taking Cincinnati. They're going to start figuring it out. They're going to start moving in the right direction. Then we got the Sunday night game. Also, if you watch I tweaked every NFL team's logo. I retweaked 2 of them. You got the Chicago Bears and the retweaked LA Chargers logo. I just flipped the yellow and the light blue. And with that retweak, Chargers. Bears are just bad. They're winning against other bad teams. Like they've only beat the Washington and the Raiders. Speaking of Raiders, I did retweak their logo. I showed it to my coworker who's a big football fan, and we agreed I went a little too much on it. So the Las Vegas Raiders retweaked logo, and the Detroit Lions. Lions got whooped last week. Whooped. So here, have a bounce back game, Detroit. Think you guys will do well. Also, this is the most expensive game is the Frisco Cincinnati game. I thought I was right. This is dyslexia powers worked against me. And now for the cheapest game on the docket, the Houston Texans versus the Carolina Panthers. Rookie quarterback versus rookie quarterback. I personally would have liked this to be Bryce Young's debut. I would have had Andy Dalton start the first 6 weeks. Let Bryce fully learn the playbook. Take that bye week to smoothly transition him in. I think we probably would have 2, maybe 3 wins if Dalton was the starter from the jump. But I am giving Bryce his first win. For the love of God, get the man another receiver. Yeah, Houston's playing great. Carolina's coming off the bye. Frank Wright's good off the bye. I think he's 4-0 off the bye. And this team is moving in the right direction. Houston is playing better. I don't think Houston is the better team. Like, their 3 wins came off the Jags, the Steelers, and the Saints. I'm trying to go to like they're not, in my opinion, a better team than Carolina on paper. Like, Carolina lost to the Saints more or less due to rookie errors. Like, our first 2 games, we can honestly say Bryce Young's turnovers killed us. He's gotten better. He's getting better. And I think having that extra bye week should put us in the right spot to win. Fortunately, I cannot do a either yaha, yay, I was right, the Panthers finally won, or for the love of God, why? Because I'm going, like I said, I'm going to do another video. So that's it for this week. Let's hope the Panthers win. And I will see you weird people later.